Hello, welcome to the Imagination Factory. I'm Sarah.
I'm Keith. So we're starting with our first page of rough pencils, and I'm going to say that they're very rough because generally speaking, when I work in thumbnail form, I do a lot more finished, refined thumbnails. But for the process of working with Sarah and doing this show, I figured I would try to change things just a little bit. So this is a larger uh, it's what I work when I'm doing more refined pencils. Uh, and you can see here I'm laying out just the very basics of the page.
Yeah, and we were talking a lot too about, safe space from gutters and stuff like that, so you can understand how the actual page is set up. And then we started to get into individual panels and creating the more refined pencils.
Yes. And so part of doing it this way for me is that it's a little bit unknown. I don't know exactly how to be able to balance having a conversation while drawing something that requires a bit more focus. So this first panel was probably the most complicated to try to figure out, and I don't know if I would do that again if I were to. I would maybe pick something a little bit easier to draw, but this one took me a while to figure out, and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Well, and one of the things too with this panel is we were establishing so many things in this one, right? Like we were figuring out exactly how Sam's going to look in terms of like how their clothing fit and how they move and how their hair moves, all that kind of stuff in an action shot, while also trying to convey what is probably the most important thing that happens, which is the door doesn't open, right? This is our first time Sam tries the door, it doesn't open. And what does that do to Sam's body? Because it's this completely different feeling of when you think it's going to be easy and it doesn't open, and how do we show that in a single panel, um, which was a lot more complex than I think we both realized it would be, just because of the type of motion that it was.
Yeah. And so I guess if you have a lot of energy, if you're like really focused, this would be a good thing to tackle. If you're just trying to like do things that you're more familiar with and you don't have that focus and energy, maybe doing things like just laying out a room or something where you're just figuring out like the straight lines, right? In this case, I wanted to tackle something that was a bit more complicated. I think just instinctually, I had the energy to try to do this and the focus to keep on going for well over an hour. And it could take that long for a panel, and another panel may take you 20 minutes, right? So it's just a matter of the page, your focus, uh, you know, if you're trying something new. But I always recommend, just trying it, and if it doesn't work out, you can try it a different way next time.
Exactly. And we did. And actually, if you catch our next episode, you'll see that we even tweaked it again. So
Yeah, quite a
thanks for
bit.
watching. Thanks for watching the recap, and we will catch you on the next one. Make sure you're subscribed to the Imagination Factory.
Bye.